Hello and welcome to another Pasta Chat. This is week 17, post-surgery, week 17. So the last one I think was week 7 actually, so it's been about 10 weeks. A lot has happened since then. So the last video was 7 weeks, I said. I was just off the crutches and I just started doing deadlifts at like 70 kilos. I've done some Olympic lifts without foot movement, very like empty bar. But not really, like super controlled, not getting into the catch. And I just started doing some light squats, I believe. And I was very happy I was off the crutches. My wounds still weren't closed then, but they were significantly better healed. Or they might have just closed maybe, but they weren't like aggressively strong, I guess. So now, it's been crazy. The wounds are fully closed. I can do full stretches and they don't open up, so they're closed for good, I think, now. Well, I know because it's been 10 weeks. They're obviously, I've still got a scar, obviously, but it's still there. I front squatted up to 170 kilos, so 75% of my 1RM. Body weight's still high. I deadlifted 190 for sets of 5. I don't know what percentage that is actually, but my best is. I'll work it out quickly. Of best clean, it's pretty much 100%. Clean. It was clean deadlift. It wasn't like a normal deadlift. It was kind of chest up kind of thing. Of my best, it's about 70%. So similar, 70% on squats and deadlifts. Smashing the bench press. The biggest thing, the most exciting thing, I've been doing powers. I did 55, 75 today, up from 50, 70 last week. Huge progress. So 55 kilos on power snatches, triples, honestly ripping it up, smashing the ground as hard as I can. Like it's not slow at all. And then 75 for power clean, power jerk. Pulls kind of 120, 150, as in actual pulls. And then the other one, jumps. So I'm doing, not jumps as much, but like pogos, squatty jumps, sprint drills. I'm doing full speed. I'm not sprinting yet, but I'm doing the sprint drills. So that's really promising actually. I'm doing a few drop lunges with a safety bar to kind of mimic a split jerk. We're still not at split jerk yet, and we're still not at full lifts. But I think with the strength I've gained, the only reason we're not is because it's only been 4 months, and it hasn't been 5 months. All the strength suggests that I'm able to do it now, and it's been, if anything, it's just progressed a bit too fast. So we're just intentionally holding back. I have no doubt that if I did a split jerk now, even with like 70 kilos, I'd be absolutely fine. But again, it's just adding one thing at a time. So the thing we've just added is the drop lunges. So and the sprint, the jump stuff has been. I've been doing jumps for about 4 weeks now, no, 5 weeks now, but it started out with just double leg stuff. I've actually only been doing single leg stuff, jumps, lunges, lunge jumps and whatnot for the last 2 weeks. So, in 2 weeks' time, I go to Turkey for a week for a training camp. Pretty sure I'm going to do full lifts there, but I know I can do powers, I know I can do muscle snatch, push press, they're absolutely fine. So, it's promising. It's all moving in the right direction. No pains. Mobility is fully back, so my couch stretch is now fully back. And when I did my muscle testing side to side with Josie, I actually got under 15% difference on both legs. It was actually under 6%, so well under the average of 15%. And my left adductor, randomly, was actually stronger than my right, so it's crazy. The progress has been incredible. As a result, my mental health is a lot better, my work is going better, and everything in life is going better at the moment. So right now we're in a good place. I think going forward, like I said, 2 weeks to 3 weeks I'll be doing fulls, I reckon. I think going forward training wise, this is a good time to finally work on being fast and not being a slow as hell lifter. Because I've always been fairly slow, it's having a tendon injury specifically, it makes sense to now kind of focus on the power element, because the tendons will respond very well to kind of plyometric training and more power-based speed training. So I think the focus going forward is going to be not grinding out big reps on squats and pulls for now, not forever, but for now, maybe for 6 months or so, and just work on that speed and the power. And even if it means, so I was doing pulls today at 125 on snatch, and they were moving pretty fast, and they were doing Jack Ross style, so it was quite hard, especially change direction. But keeping the pulls at like 80% for a while, and just focusing on actually moving them fast, and maybe even keeping the squats at kind of 80% as well. I've been doing banded squats a lot, banded front squats, but I did 75%, so 170 yesterday. 180 is about 80%, I think. So if I do 180, what's my best front squat? Is it 5? It's 180 exactly, yeah. So 180 kilos on front squat, even if it means just staying at like 180 kilos, which I might do in a few weeks' time, and just staying on 180 for a while, and then just getting to a point where I'm doing it for easy reps, I'm doing it for fast reps, I'm doing it banded, I'm doing it paused, blah, blah, blah. It's all moving really well. I just don't want to be grinding out reps at the moment, mainly because I've just had so many injuries now. Even if I feel physically healthy, I just can't be asked to be injured again, honestly. So I had a real good run of training up until I had this injury, and I was kind of hopeful for the future. And then obviously this happened, and I just can't be asked to go through it again. So for now, I don't want to rush anything. I want to kind of leave sessions feeling not as beaten up and broken for a while. I don't mean ever. I at some point I will go hard again and push heavy again, but I also want to see as an experiment how far I can get with my lifts with a Saxifranger without actually squatting and clean and pulling well in excess of 100%. Without kind of crazy heavy strength work. I want to see how far I can get. So mainly as an experiment, I just think it'd be quite interesting. But now is the right time to do it because of the tendon injury. So yeah, that's the update. It's all going pretty well. So I'm pretty happy right now. Life, like I said, life in general is good. Going to Turkey in a couple of weeks. My next, I'm at 17 weeks now. The next kind of part of the surgeon's plan was at 18 weeks. So I guess we're going to have a new thing going forward at kind of 18 weeks, which is the surgeon said return to play starts then. That's the kind of next phase. I'm already kind of doing a lot of the stuff that's involved in that. So, you know, I don't know if there's actually going to be a concrete change in my training from 18 weeks on, but it's good to know that I'm obviously progressing really well. The tendons seem like they're happy. I'm not getting pains there. I'm not getting swelling. I'm not getting bruising. So it's on the right track. I'm doing the right thing. I'm not being stupid. Let's see how long it lasts.